Coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. And if you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. On the draw, here's Mitchell. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big booty football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A good pickup there, a 22.
And this is exactly the kind of drive you're hoping for out of the gates. They're mixing the run and the pass well, keeping this defense off balance early. And they're on the march here with another first down.
Jackson on first down. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. This for Beckham, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. At their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield now, Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Number 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The Jaguars at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 30 yards there.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
And they'll run with Etienne. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Motion man left is Kirk. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Brendan McManus on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They go play action with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Ravens.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And Jackson throwing once more. That is caught. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. They run over center with Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Duvernay in motion. Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. Did much to the end zone the last time out.
On 3rd down, Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's what I see so far with this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Tucker's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle and brought down, but not before reaching the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
A ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Let's go.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. He's trying to get it to Ridley. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback.
Touchdown! Rashad Bateman. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Lawrence. That would complete downfield to Kirk. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 46 yards.
It's a pickup of 46 yards. Move those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Here's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Lawrence to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll send Kirk in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. A desperation heave for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Parker Washington with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And just shutting him off there. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now it's Jackson. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well. Because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They go play action now. Lawrence. Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Rashad Bateman, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. A give to Etienne running right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Another tote for Etienne. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Take right open.
Now Lawrence. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. David Ojabo, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 37 yards. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route. Often against the safety, you like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. That's going deep for Bateman. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw is Jackson. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And space tough to come by there, so we get maybe a yard to the 37. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Third and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And quickly, they get to the line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On play action, Lawrence. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Red on red.
2nd and 10.
Hey, I'm gun.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
11 Hagen. 30 left. Go, let's go.
Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. ETN up the middle.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Third down and 6. They'll send Kirk in motion right. On third down, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now, really hoping for a turnover. Now 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Jackson on first down. It's caught. Beckham. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Jackson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the Hamilton in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Lawrence will throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Time becoming a factor. Down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. Now Lawrence. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They go play action with Lawrence. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Here's Lawrence. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. So the final seconds tick away in the